much stuff, so much stuff. Oh, there we go. What's up? How you doing?
Dig, 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 dig. You gonna crush it. Dig, dig.
I hate you and everything you stand for.
I know. Big ticket. Skyline's ticket.
When I woke up, my watch was at 21%, so nasty Nate with the clutch watch charging situation.
What? I didn't know this was on.
Right, Skyline 50K! Back where it all started. Last year was my first ultra back in Cali. Met this kid.
And this year, it's his last ultra living in Contra Costa County.
Correct. One and done. It's all right.
Close the loop.
The Contra Costa cow punchers will live on.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, I remember these grounds.
I know.
She has been telling me I had to watch it because she keeps talking about you guys.
So
And it's really funny.
I will tell you.
It's true.
All right. 10 minutes or so to restart. Where's my head at? A goal is to beat my time from last year, which was 4:24. B goal is to get this thing healthy. Still have to mop in 3 weeks. But not gonna make excuses. Gonna throw down. Gonna compete. Gonna have fun out there. Stay relaxed. Here's what it is. All right, crack recap. It was absolutely brutal. I finished in just under 4:35. Let's talk about all the things that definitely went wrong. One, did not realize for 4 miles that I had actually forgotten to put my noon electrolyte tabs into my pack or my waistband. I only had my noon performance, which I've never used before. I bought it because I was going to use it on some training runs, and I packed a couple scoops just like in case of emergency break glass situation. So that meant from the jump, that was all I had on me, plus my goose. So already starting with some interesting times. Let's talk about mile 9 coming downhill, and I was like, oh, my stomach doesn't feel great. Mile 12, monster attack. Just hanging out in the porta potty, keeping it a real outhouse. Congrats. Mile 15, both hamstrings started locking up. It's been a while since that happened. I'm gonna say that's probably because of the electrolyte imbalance that I was struggling to make up. And then it was just death marching. Like I was basically skipping downhill because I couldn't bend my legs. Like my hamstrings were done. Probably pushed it a bit too hard between 20 and 26. I was cranking out what my watch was saying was like low 7 miles on some flat or false flat, slightly downhill sections. So that's my beat. Oh man, it was just brutal. Like there were sections that were net, like they were basically flat, and I was like, I gotta walk this section because my hamstrings are completely wrecked. But luckily, I had a hunch that my actual placing was relatively secure because I had gone so hard for that 6 mile stretch, and it turned out to be the case. So I didn't give up too much in the end. But golly, it was disgusting. Like the woman at the aid station at mile 20, I had to have somebody clean my glasses because they were so sweaty and just so much condensation got on them that I could no longer see the contours of the trail. And then I was like, oh, let me just borrow that paper towel since you're using your shirt. since I look like a disgusting human being. And she unequivocally was like, yeah, you look disgusting. And I was like, that's a little rude. How about give me a vote of confidence? I'm in the middle of a race, but hey, whatever, I deserved it. Yeah, it was disgusting. I was dank from like mile 2. Sure, was just sticking to me, but all in all, can't be super upset with the performance. I knocked it out for not ideal training coming into this. I mean, a month ago I was bedridden almost with that food poisoning incident, and then run 60 miles, 40 miles, 15 miles coming into this. So yeah, it's okay, but it is definitely beer time. Well, let me change out of this disgusting, dank, moist outfit and then beer, which was literally the first thing I said when I crossed the line. I just threw my bottles in the air and said, beer me, and they did. That's how you know race organizers are doing their job well. So scenic performance, congrats to you. All right, so I'm gonna get some bottle 2. Bam! This is my David Hasselhoff moment, where he's eating that roast beef, like hammered on his living room floor.
Don't hassle the hop.
Yeah, Rocket's been around forever. Rocket just finished like a little over 6 hours. He's literally, like, honestly, follow any of the vlogs I've done from a race and Rocket has been present. So good to see him actually throw down today. And yeah. And for Sarah Lavender Smith, the whole Lake Merritt Joggers and Striders crew came out, so I know that she's a fan of that, given how she basically forced me to stop and take a photo in Silverton because I was rocking my old LMJS shirt. So, cheer! Thank you, sir.
Of course. See you later, man. Good job.
Thank you. I'll catch you on the flippy flip. Contra Costa Cow Punchers, rolling deep. Alright, I think it's time to recap the day a bit. Oh god, I'm exhausted. As soon as Nate dropped me off, I just like crawled into bed and took a 4-hour nap. As much as I tried to prioritize rest this week, apparently I still got a lot more to do on that front. Most annoying is that when I woke up from my nap, the sore throat that I had when I woke up this morning was back. It had disappeared during the race itself. So I'm hoping I can stave off whatever illness this is, since I only have 20 days until Tamalpa at this point. I should also note that because all I do is listen to music, essentially, music and podcasts, but it's kind of hard to recite podcasts while you're racing. Today's race was powered by the Big Sean verse of Feels. Yes, 4.5 hours of just the whole time, just grinding it out. So, shout out, Big Sean. Thanks for getting me through. So what I did not videotape after my nap was me spending a bunch of time at Starbucks, surfing the internet, and running some errands. And it's pertinent to the vlog and to my life in general. As you may know, Contra Costa Cow Punchers exists. Me and Nate, Walnut Creek, represent. But as of this time next week, I will no longer be a Walnut Creek resident. I cannot function with 3.5 hours of public transit every day while I'm coaching. And now that I'm going to be taking on the role of the head coach for cross country as well as track, I had to make the decision to move back down against the bay, and I'm heading home, heading back to Hayward. It's a little weird. Never really thought that I would end up back in my hometown, but I'm excited to have just like 90 extra minutes a day back. That'll be thrilling. But I'm also not living in my old neighborhood, so it'll be a new experience. The town has definitely gone through a renaissance since I left at the end of high school, so it'll be nice to explore it. I'm also going to have an opportunity to run in the foothills out there, Guerin Park, namely, but I can also jaunt over to Lake Chabot where the race was today. So we'll still be able to get some good trail running and climbing in, which should hopefully set me up for success depending on what my race schedule is, since coaching kind of throws all that to the wind. So that's the big life update, getting out of the balls hot inland Contra Costa Walnut Creek area and going to the more temperate, less sexy Hayward, Alameda County. We don't have a cool nickname for that one. I don't know if I'm going to develop one. I might just keep rolling with the Contra Costa Cowpunchers because me and Nate got a good thing going, and it's been awesome linking up with him. Actually, at Skyline last year is where we met because we both raced it. So it's been phenomenal to have him out here. I'm looking forward to making some weekend trips back inland to get some runs in with him since he's got some big goals coming up. But that's pretty much it in life. Now I'm gonna go the hell back to sleep and hope that I don't cramp up in my sleep, because I mean, in fairness, I can't cramp up worse than I did in the race, but I just need to rest because tomorrow's gonna be a long day, picking up the keys to the new spot and getting some work done. You know, it's never a boring time in health policy, so let's get after it. As always, thanks for supporting. Ran into some folks at the race today who were showing love for the videos, both Outpost challenges and the vlog, and I really do appreciate it. All the kind comments. As long as you guys are getting something out of it, be it a PSA of the dumb things to not do, or you know, just a chance to check out whatever stresses you have going. As long as you're getting some value out of it, then I appreciate it. So we're gonna keep this going as an enterprise for quite some time, as long as we can, as long as we can make it worthwhile. So if you have suggestions, if you have things you want to rap about, hit us in the comment section below, and we'll do what we got to do. With that, thanks again. Yeah, that 5,000 feet of climbing wrecked my leg, so I'm gonna go cry.